few weeks ago, as part of my routine maintenance, I was checking the oil on my car to make sure I still had some, and my sister's husband happened to be there with me and noticed that my car still uses the old school hood prop and doesn't have gas struts like a lot of cars do these days. Personally, I don't know how much it actually matters, but a company actually reached out to me shortly afterwards. Sometimes I really do think they are listening to you through the phones, but a company reached out to me with some gas struts that you can install in a Subaru Crosstrek, and it doesn't require any drilling or anything. They just fit into stock holes, and it's a bolt-on deal. So I thought, okay, if you want to send those to me for free, I'll install them. They sound pretty cool, actually, and they're generally really inexpensive. I'll put a link down in the description below if you want to check them out for your own Crosstrek. The company that manufactures these gas struts sent them to me. So this is what they sent. I'll open up and see what's inside. So here's what came with that bundle. We have a pair of gas struts. So these appear to have the carbon fiber finish on them. I think they come in a few different colors and finishes like that. We have the instruction manual, which seems pretty straightforward and clear. And we also have a handful of parts. So let's get this installed and see how it works. So it looks like for the installation, it's really simple. So we have two of these brackets. They're slightly different sizes. This little fitting right here, I think there might be actually factory gas struts in some trim levels, because this fits in right here, perfectly matches up with that hole. And there's a similar one on the other side over there. As you can see, the shape of these mounts is just slightly different. And according to the other picture here, the other bracket mounts up there onto the top bolt that holds on the hood. So we'll take those off one at a time and see if we can install it without messing up the hood too much. For this project, I'm also going to be using this shiny socket set that I haven't actually used yet. I've actually been carrying those sockets around with me for quite a while and had no reason to use them, but now I do, so it's time to break them out. Okay, so I have these lower mounts installed. There's one here and one over here. The only thing you really have to watch out for on this side is you have to really pull back on this plastic cover to access the hole where you can put this into. I did leave them a little bit loose because I don't really know how this is all going to fit together, so I'll go back through and tighten everything down later, but these just easily bolt right in. The mounts installed, so we have one there, one over here, and one down there. The only thing left to do now is install the gas struts. So I have a finished gas strut installation, so let's open up the hood and see how it turned out. It's an easy, maybe 15-minute installation, something like that. All the parts fit perfectly, and there were absolutely no problems with installation. The only problem I had was I did drop one of the clips that holds the gas strut to its mounts. So that's on the ground somewhere. I've been searching for it for a while and I haven't found it yet, but it doesn't seem to matter too much. Everything seems solid enough that it works without it, and at some point I'll probably just find a piece of wire and make my own. So anyways, those are the gas strut installations. My sister's husband will be very happy with me. And if you are interested in buying those, I have a link down in the description. Thank you to the manufacturer for sending those out to me. And I also have a link to all those sockets that I used. It's a great socket set. Everything fits really tightly in there. And I've actually had it sitting in my car for most of the last year, and I haven't lost any sockets. They stay put, they don't go falling out all over the place, and they seem to work great. So thank you for watching. Well, it's me from the future, and I realized after editing this video that I probably installed those gas struts upside down. I'm not really sure how much it matters, but it started really bothering me while I was editing the video that something didn't look right about the gas struts, and maybe I put them in the wrong direction. And so I was looking at the instructions more carefully and looking at the pictures and all that, and realized that the thick part of the gas strut is actually on the top, not the bottom. Interesting thing is that on the trunk lid here, the gas strut is mounted the same way that I actually mounted it on the hood. So after doing some research, I discovered that it's possible that the gas strut will last longer if I invert it. But most of the time, the gas strut for the hood is going to be in a horizontal position, not a vertical one. So when I get a chance, I might actually flip around the gas strut so the big part is on top and the narrow part is on the bottom. But that's not today.